Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna be doing the lore of a story you guys probably don't know. It's called The Gruffalo by Julia Donaldson. So this is the lore. The legend of the Gruffalo. In the depths of the dark, dense wood, where the trees whisper secret and the shadows play tricks, there lived a small yet cunning mouse. Oh, I like the mouse. He was not the fastest nor the strongest creature in the forest, but he possessed something far greater, his wits. One fateful day, as the golden sun peeked through the towering branches, the mouse set out in a search of food. But the forest was treacherous, dark, filled with cunning predators who saw him not as a friend but inhabitant, but as a mousy Happy Meal from McDonald's. His first encounter was a fox. As the mouse scurried along the leafy path, he was stopped by a sly red fox. The fox, with his gleaming eyes and smooth tongue, invited the mouse to join him for lunch in his cozy den, but the mouse, scenting danger, wove a clever tale. Lunch? Oh, I love to, dear fox, but I have a meeting with a gruffalo, says the mouse. Intrigued and slightly fearful, the fox asked, A gruffalo? What's a gruffalo? With a mischievous glint in his eyes, the mouse described a monstrous beast, one with terrible tusks, terrible claws, and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. He spoke of its favorite food, roasted fox. At this, the fox fur bristled with fear, not daring to take a chance. He quickly scurried away, leaving the mouse unharmed. His second encounter was an owl. Further along, the mouse met an owl perched high in the trees. The wise yet hungry bird invited the mouse to his tree-topped house for a feast. Again, the mouse played his trick. A feast? Oh, I wish I could. But I must hurry to meet the gruffalo, said the mouse. Yet again, his trick with the gruffalo thing. Curious, the owl inquired about this strange creature with a knowing smile. The mouse described the beast's knobbly knees, turned out toes, and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. Most terrifying of all, he claimed that the gruffalo's favorite meal was owl ice cream. Alarmed, the owl flapped away into the safety of the skies, leaving the mouse to continue his journey unscathed. The third encounter was a snake. My mom doesn't like snakes. Slithering through the undergrowth, the snake emerged with his forked tongue flickering. He invited the mouse to his log pile home for a delicious Happy Meal. But once more, the mouse feigned regret. I'd love to visit, but I must not be late for my meeting with the gruffalo. With the gruffalo. Sorry. The snake, curious and cautious, pressed for details. The mouse spun his tail further, speaking of the gruffalo's fiery eyes, its black tongue, and its love for scrambled snake. Hissing in terror, the snake vanished into the brush, leaving the triumphant once again. The unexpected turn. The real gruffalo. Feeling proud of his cleverly trick, the mouse chuckled to himself until the ground trembled beneath him. A shadow loomed overhead, and deep rumbling voice growled, Oh, and who is this creature in my wood? To the mouse horror, the gruffalo is real. Towering above him, the very monster he had imagined stood before him. Every detail matched his fabricated descriptions, and worst of all, the gruffalo's favorite food was mouse on toast. Realizing he was now in true danger, the mouse had to act fast. He stood tall, making his fear, and declared, You think I'm small? I'm the scariest creature in this woods. Watch and see. To prove his point, the mouse led the gruffalo through the forest, retracing his paths as they walked. They encountered the fox, the owl, and the snake once more, but now seeing the terrifying gruffalo by the mouse's side, each predator fled in terror. The gruffalo watching as even the fiercest creature cowered before the mouse began to believe that the tiny creature was truly the most fearsome being in the woods. With one final stroke of genius, the mouse remarked, And now, dear Gruffalo, my stomach rumbles. I think I'd like some Gruffalo crumble." At this mighty beast, despite his terrifying appearance, quaked with fear, not willing to take any risks, the Gruffalo turns tail and dashes into the depths of the forest, never to bother the mouse again. Alone once more, finally found a quiet spot beneath and nibbled on a nut. His belly full and his heart light, he grinned to himself, for in the dark, dense wood, predator lurked and dangers loomed. The cleverest creature of all was not strongest nor the biggest, but the smallest, sharpest, and wittiest of them all. And so, the legend of the Gruffalo lived on, a whispered tale of rustling leaves, reminding all creatures that sometimes the greatest power lies not in brute strength, but in a clever mind. So that's the lore for the Gruffalo. So please make sure to add a like and subscribe. Bye.